everyone, and welcome back to our final episode of this little mini-series where we're going on. Today, we are going to officially rank every single map from 13th to 1st, finally. And once again, I am joined with Andrea. Like we previously said, today we will be ranking all these maps finally. And I'm really interested to see what our differences is in ranking of all these maps. While we're doing that, I'm going to be playing video footage of the maps that we're talking about during this time. So we're not actually going to be playing CTF, because I'm just going to be showing videos of old videos of us playing on those maps. But it will be us giving the rankings, and then after we both get done giving our rankings, we will kind of talk a little bit about what our different opinions on and such. So Andrea will go first.
Starting off with number 13, it's no surprise here, Cloud City, of course. You see, everything is just bad about this map. That's the best way I could describe this. I think there's like no way that you could actually fix this map. Theme is wrong. There's no space for anything. It's not really a fun map. You see, I can't even spend more time on this. So we're moving on to number 12. Number 12 is Land of Bones, another surprise. Well, this map is laggy still after it's been fixed. Very, very laggy. It just has poor gameplay. It's just not that fun. I guess if you want kills, but compared, like, there's other maps out there that I think are so much better for kills and stuff. So I don't think it's that fun. I don't think it deserves to be high up compared to the other maps. It's also hard to cap. The bridges just don't help you. I mean, it is colorful, but that's it. So number 11 is construction. And, the spawn and flag placement are just not okay. It's just the Land of Bones 2.0, and who needs that? It's easy to camp. Definitely, just stay on top of the spawn place up there. You'll get a lot of kills that way. It's very hard to cap. You need a lot of teamwork for that, and then sometimes your team is just not good. I guess the theme is okay. Once again, Bob the Builder. PvP, different ways. I mean, you can use your sword and bows, but that's about it. Nothing too special there. Number 10, Eruption. I think that there's no surprise on this map, honestly. We completely named it, it became a Walmart for Clash Valley, so yeah, not fun. So it's difficult to cap, although I have capped a couple of times, but it was very difficult to cap, so I guess that makes sense. The flag and spawn, again, I mean, the placement is just bad again. I don't know what's up with these maps doing this thing, it's just not okay. The theme is boring, it's very... I mean, there's definitely better maps. So this is why it's so low. I guess it could be good for caps if you're that good. Or if you have a good team, that works a lot. And defending is easy, but like, is it fun? Man. So Lost Kingdom. Okay, so this map, if it was still out, it will take the 9th spot. I haven't played it in a while since it got, taken down. But it was definitely interesting when it came to capping, especially if you use the parkour. You definitely had a rush going up there. Like, it was really scary. It was like you're in a movie, an action movie, and if you get shot, you die. Definitely had challenging parkour. I think it had more of like one of the most challenging parkours ever because it was very complicated. I think I never really finished it because either I fell because I sucked or someone shot me off. So no win there. I think the theme was pretty interesting. The bridge was really annoying, but I think it was like pretty interesting when you got past the bridge. Defending was also pretty easy. Just camp there and most likely nobody will get the flag if you just camped. Definitely it was bow spam center in that bridge area. Like, wow, you literally saw arrows going at like 1 mile. Like, it was crazy. It was like so many, and you definitely needed some teamwork for that. It was a fun map, but it's not there anymore, so like I don't know what to do. I hope it comes back. Okay, so Castle Wars 2 is number 8. Now the reason why this is number 8, first is laggy. Second, I called it the Walmart version of Castle Wars. So that's why it's so like low. Even though I do like that it's a fast map that you can cap on and it's easy to defend if you want to do that, and you can kill and you can use all PvP, and it's like basically like Castle Wars, but it's laggy, and I just feel like it's a like a Walmart version, and it shouldn't, like, I don't even know what's the purpose of it completely. It doesn't really have anything interesting or different. So yeah, that's why it's all the way down there. Number 7 is Sandy Fortress, and Tyler's going to hate me for this just because he loves Sandy Fortress.
Yeah.
But but like I never had a big issue with it, and I usually have fun with it, like with that map. So that's why it's all the way there. It's a different theme, I guess, compared to the whole stone and even trees. Even like jungle, asteroid field, like all of those have like a bunch of trees and stuff. So it's different, just it being like a sandy kind of theme, whatever biome you want to call it. So I think it's different. Usually good team equals win with that map. Like if you have a really good team that's like really good at both things, like bows and PvP, with the sword and stuff like that, you're most likely going to win. Also, it helps you. Teamwork will help you when you have the flag and you have to go through the bridge. You see, at least it's not laggy and boring like some other maps. So that's why you gotta give some credit to Sandy up there.
True.
She's killing it.
True.
She's killing it. Number 6 is Space Station. Woohoo! So when I rated this map, it was my first time playing it, and after playing it so many times, over and over. Well, you see, I still like the theme. I think it's an open area, and you could definitely get lost, and you could do a bunch of different skills if you want. You could try out, like, I don't know, your new mouse there if you want, whatever you will care. Yeah, you need teamwork for that though. You need good teamwork to cap the flag, most likely, unless you're Tyler and just sneak around. So I like it because you could also sneak. Defending is a possibility there. It's not too bad, and sometimes you get those caps. It's a fun, and it's an interesting map. I think it's a fun map. I think it, compared to the other ones I just mentioned, it definitely deserves this spot. So number 5, Clash Valley. Yay!
Ooh.
Another map that Tyler loves. I think that I keep this one so high because I really like playing this map. I have no idea why. I think it's just fun. I usually just have a good time with it. Sometimes I get the flag, sometimes I have it and I lose it, sometimes I fall in lava, but hey, it depends on the day. But it is good for kills, definitely, and it's good for hiding. You hide a lot. Like, you could be killing someone, and if you're dying, just run away, and most likely you'll still make it out alive, because with all the buildings, like, there's a lot of places that you could hide and avoid getting shot at or something, or dying. So that's interesting. Another one that needs a lot of teamwork. Teamwork is nice, but like sometimes if you have a really bad team, it doesn't work in your favor. If you do, then those are like fun maps to play. I don't know. It's an interesting map. I think it's just really fun, and teamwork thing, you definitely need that if you want to cap, because those arrows are flying at you when you have the flag. Better wish they don't kill you. So number 4 is actually Asteroid Field. When I also rated this map and talked about this map, I had no idea what to say about this map, and I still don't. Something about this map is just really interesting to play. I think we already have a theme of what I like. It's just basically anything that doesn't include a bunch of people on top of me. This map is rusher friendly, wide open area where you could PvP different ways, do whatever you want, get lost, sneak, look at your phone and stay there and hope that nobody kills you. Like all of these things. You could defend if you want. I've seen a lot of people defend, and they usually die anyway, but you could try it if you want. Asylum is number 4. And I was going to rate this lower, just for the fact that these last couple of days, it has been lag city, and obviously all the lags. But I'm going to hope that it's just something that can be changed, because if not, then you do not deserve the 4th spot. But it's rusher friendly. Once again, wide open area, do whatever you want. I love the buildings, the theme of it is pretty interesting. It's pretty basic, but it's still interesting. The mountain in the middle, I love that for some reason. It's just crazy cool gameplay and stuff. It's different ways that you could go into the base, all of that thing that I already said. The only big problem, honestly, is the anvils and the soul sand. Like, those things need to go. And we have seclusion for number 3. I give this map a 5 out of 5. I think that by the way that I said this, it was probably going to be higher. After thinking about it, I put it number 3 just because it involves teamwork. Not all the time, but most of the time it really does. Because when you have that flag and you're waiting for the bridge on the other team opponent's base to clear off, you can't do it. So the only people that could do it is your team. So you kind of do need teamwork for this map. It is a balanced map, and it's a rusher and defender friendly. Whatever you want to do, if you want to do both, whatever. And you have the ability to stall the flag until you're ready to jump. Just go from tower to tower, I don't know, up and down the base, whatever you want. You could do all of that. But once again, you still need that teamwork most of the time to get you out of the base without losing the flag, obviously. But you could PvP or both spam if you want, either one of those. But yeah, that's why it's number 3. Number 2 is Castle Wars. Now, Castle Wars is an OG map, and it's so fun and definitely balanced. It has both things. You could PP, both spam. You can defend, you can rush. There's a lot of ways to escape with the flag. It's fun. It's also fun to hide if you want. One of the things that I don't like is that, it's not like it's wrong, but it's just, it doesn't have the top spot just because it's all stone and castles and there's nothing really pretty about the actual design. But it is still a very fun map, or really good map, OG map. Obviously, that's why a lot of people like it. It's solo based. You don't need your team most of the time to actually cap. It's just you do you. But it's still second. Now for the first one, obviously you should already know since I already mentioned all of the other maps, but it is Jungle Warfare. And I really like this one just because of the theme. I can't get enough of the trees in the jungle. Oh my gosh, let me just live there. But it's fun to cap. You could rush, you could defend if you want. Open range, PP, bow, whatever you want. Just like the other 3 maps. Defending is super easy. Just go by the stairs, just like Castle Wars, just like Seclusion, even just like Asylum. All of these maps, it's just fun. It's a fun map. Once you get the flag, usually you're going to cap, just because nobody really figures out where you are unless they're really good. But most of the time they don't really figure out where you are or where you're going. Once again, you don't really need a team member to get you out of their base. You just jump. And then you're on your own, but you don't really need someone to clear something out for you, because you just get the flag and go, and then just hide your way through the trees and whatever, and have fun with the lily pads. Just don't get stuck or drown in the water. But once you get through that, and you go up the stairs and you're literally killing the space bar like Tyler does, all you hear is that. After you're doing that and you made it, you're crossing you're through the last steps. Hey, you made it, you capped, and you won. So is that easy? Is that fun? And that's all my ratings for all 13 maps.
In 13th place and dead last, no surprise, is Cloud City. I agree with Andrea. It's just a poor gameplay map, and the theme and build in general is just really boring and basic. Everything looks so bland, all the sandstone and everything. It's just not an attractive map. I really don't see the purpose of why they added it, because it's just so poor. Getting the flag is extremely difficult, and defending is extremely difficult as well. It's just not a fun map at all. It's one of the few maps that, if it starts, I will leave, because I do not want to play this map. Yeah, that's why I put it at dead last, because it's just not a fun map at all. And then at 12th, just like Andrea again, Land of Bones. Land of Bones is just not a fun map either. Once again, if this game gets chosen, I will leave as well. The lag is ridiculous here. The fact that people will play Land of Bones in Cloud City always confuses me. But then I think I kind of realized why people do it. It's one of the very few maps on CTF where people who don't have fall damage boots can cap. I think that's why people like these two maps. But if you're
Probably.
a top player, you do not like these maps because
Mm.
Land of Bones really has poor gameplay. It's hard to get the flag. Now, when the reset came out, they did change the flag position. They did make it better. I see a lot of people say that they didn't make it better. They made it worse, which I don't understand how that's possible. Because it's still hard to get the flag, but it was even more difficult before when the spawn was in front of the flag. Again,
Yeah.
terrible flag placement like a lot of the maps have. But yeah, I just don't like the gameplay of this map. The bridges are horrible. It's really laggy. Even if you have a good computer, it'll lag at times. So moving on up to 11th, I have Eruption. You know, this map is just so boring, and it's really an unnecessary map, I think, because we already have Clash Valley. Clash Valley is essentially the same, but it's better because mid isn't so clustered on Clash Valley. Eruption is so clustered. All of the unnecessary fences and random mineral blocks. It's just it's a really annoying map. The only upside I can give to Eruption is you can get some kills on here, but it's not as fun to get kills on here as Clash Valley because with Eruption there's more than 3 ways to get out of your base, unlike Clash Valley. The people can take up on the side and jump down to mid. You know, overall the gameplay on this map is so basic. It's just like Clash Valley, except kind of worse in my opinion. So that's why I put it at 11th. So now number 10th, like Andrea said, this map just isn't one of my faves, and that is Sandy Fortress. I still think it is kind of a boring theme. I just sand desert. I mean, who really wants to build a biome, or who wants to build a house in the desert?
Me.
I mean, the theme is unique. You know, there isn't any map on CTF that is like this, so I do give it points for that. And I do give points to Sandy for being a very defender-friendly map. If you like to defend, then you will enjoy this map for sure because it's pretty easy to defend on here. I would have rated Sandy a little higher, actually, if the mountain climbing was still a thing on this map. Most people don't know about this, but a long time ago, you could climb the side of the map and go to the top of the opponent's base that way. And it made it a little easier to get the flag because you wouldn't have to go through their intense defense. Unfortunately, you can't go back up the mountain, so you still have to go across. So it was a little difficult, but yeah, I just don't really care for the gameplay of this map. It's alright, but it's not the best. So moving into 9th, I had to put at Space Station at 9. I like the map, and I think it's a very unique theme for sure. It's unlike any of the CTF maps. All Capture the Flag maps starts with one base and goes straight across the map and you get to the other base. This one's not like that. It's all twisty and turny. I do like this map because it is a very PvP based map. It's not strictly for bow spam. If you complain about bow spam on this map, then you must not like any map because this map is probably the most strictly PvP enabled map because there's so many random buildings placed. Getting the flag on this map can be challenging, but for some reason not for me. I don't know why I have such good luck on this map. It can be a little challenging to get out of the base because you can only go 2 ways really, and one is right where the spawn is or the little tunnel outside, which usually they can be right there waiting for you. So you kind of do need a little team help, but not always. But you know, the map is just too resembling of a SG map, and when you first play it, you're going to be like, whoa, what is this? But it is a unique map, so that's why I put it at 9th. Number 8, I have Construction. The reason I do have it a little higher than some of the maps before is because, you know, it is a very fast-paced map. It's a small map and a different variety of PvP. You know, if you want to use your sword here, that's fine. If you want to use your bow here, that's fine too. This map is very lacking in the sense of getting the flag. The flag placement is terrible on this map, and it needs to be switched, I think. I think any map where the flag is behind the spawn is a disaster of a map, because if you kill the person that's at the flag, well, guess what? They're just going to respawn right in front of you and probably kill you. You need a lot of teamwork for Construction in order to cap, but you can get a lot of kills, and if you enjoy camping, defending, whatever, then you will have a great time on this map. But it's just really not a capper friendly map, and people like me and Andrea don't really care for maps like that. Moving up to 7th, I have Clash Valley. So, Clash Valley is interesting. Sometimes this map can be pretty fun. You can get a lot of kills on here, and it is a team-based map. If you get the flag, you have a lot of room to run around at the top of their base and wait for your team to clear the bridge. The downside to this map is if you don't get the flag pretty early in the game, you're gonna have a hard time getting it. Now, sometimes that's not always the case, but usually what happens in Clash Valley is one team is trapped in their base because the other team is shooting them into it. At a certain point in the game, if that keeps going on for a while, it's going to be really hard for you to rush into their base and get it because they're all just going to be sitting right there at the end of the bridge waiting for you and kill you. And that can be a little challenging. It is a very OG map, and it's pretty average gameplay, I would say. It's definitely great for defending, for sure. And rushing can be good. It's a little challenging, but that's why I put Clash Valley at 7th. So at number 6, I have Castle Wars 2. Just like Andrea said, this is just a Walmart version of Castle Wars. I don't really know what to say about this map because it can be very fast, and if the other team is bad, you can get the flag pretty quick and come back and cap it in like a minute. So that can be fun, but this map is really laggy for some reason. I don't know why. Neither of us can understand why this map is so laggy because there's no entities, there's no custom heads, but it's
just Walmart, that's why.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's Walmart. Definitely not as fun as the OG Castle Wars because there's not as many ways to get into the base. Getting on top of the walls on this map is a lot more challenging than Castle Wars 1 as well because you have to do parkour to get on the walls on here. Defending and camping can be an issue on this map more than the OG Castle Wars. Now, as a honorable mention, I have Lost Kingdom. So, if Lost Kingdom was still in rotation, this would actually be the 6th spot for me. Lost Kingdom is an older map. If you just joined CTF within the last 2 months, you don't know of this map. Definitely a unique map. The reason it was taken down is because the build admin and staff felt like it wasn't a proper CTF map and it didn't fit the needs of a CTF map. Really, the only issue that people have with this map is the bow spam, which I can understand. It was one solid bridge across and people like to bow spam it, which did get annoying. The thing with Lost Kingdom is the parkour was so unique, and it's the best parkour on all the CTF maps.
Hey, I said something like that.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun. If you didn't get the chance to play this map, it's kind of disappointing because it was a lot of fun to play, especially if you got the flag and were running across the parkour. I wouldn't recommend it, but sometimes you have to if they're really coding the bridge. The only way to get across is the parkour. 1, I hope you're good at parkour. 2, I hope you're good at parkour under pressure because someone is going to be after you and shooting you while you're doing the parkour, which was always really intense. I think I only completed it once or twice, but it was very, very challenging to do. This map did require teamwork. A lot of people say that this map is worse than Clash Valley, but I don't know. I mean, I can definitely see more times on Clash Valley getting trapped in your base than I did on Lost Kingdom. I mean, occasionally it did happen, but with at least Lost Kingdom, you could run straight behind your spawn point, and you could go on top of your base and jump off the top of your base to run around if you wanted to, because your base on Lost Kingdom was a lot bigger than Clash Valley is. But that's just my personal opinion. There is a lot of great news heading towards this map being brought back to CTF, and I really, really hope it does, because not only was it one of my favorite maps, it's not my top favorite map for sure, obviously, it's 6. It was fun for me to cap, I had a lot of luck on it, and it was just a lot of fun to play at, so I really hope they do bring it back. Moving on up to 5th, I have Asteroid Field. I'm like Andrea, I don't really know what to say about this map sometimes. It's just fun. It's definitely a rusher friendly map. It's unlike any of the other maps to where there's no actual building. It's just an asteroid. It's unique. It's challenging for defenders, which is why I like it, I think, because there's so many defender-friendly maps, so it's nice to have something that's for rushing. There's a lot of little tunnels that you can take, and it can be challenging to save the flag on this map as well. Yeah, I don't know. The gameplay of this map is a lot of fun to play on, so that's why I put Asteroid Field at 5th. Moving up to 4th, I have Castle Wars. Castle Wars is a lot of fun. It's one of the oldest maps, if not the oldest, I think. I think Castle Wars and Clash Valley were the first two maps. I don't know, I wasn't here that early on. It's a lot of fun to play at. It's definitely better than Castle Wars 2 for sure. There's more ways to get into the base. There's no lag, so obviously that's fun. Honestly, the secret tunnels underneath this map make it so fun for me because no matter how much a team is camping, which does get annoying on this map at times, there's always different variety of ways that you can attack. What's best to do on this map is team up with people, like I usually do with Andrea or some of my other friends, and we sit there and wait in that room in the middle of their base and then charge. But yeah, it's a very fun map to play on. It's Russia friendly. It's really solo based as well, so if you don't like to depend on teams, then you will enjoy this map for sure. At number 3, I have Asylum. I love this map. Like I said when we rated this, when I first saw this map, I loved it. The only downsides I have with Asylum, and it's starting to become really annoying, like Andrea said, it's just within this past week, though. There's random glitches on certain blocks. But the anvils and the soul sand on this map are really ridiculous. The soul sand especially, because all soul sand does is slow you down when you walk on it. So I don't understand why the person who made the map added it. I just have an issue with the soul sand. If they removed that and the anvils, that would just be great, because this map is a lot of fun to play at. It's a lot of fun to rush. Defending is a little difficult on here because if you get killed and you're defending at the top, you respawn like 2 levels below. So it takes forever to get all the way back up. I don't know, I just love this map. It's really unique and the build is beautiful. I love it. Reminds me a lot of Jungle Warfare, so that's why I like it. My second favorite map on CTF is Seclusion.
No!
I would have rated Seclusion number 1 if my opinion wasn't getting in.
Your channel.
Oh.
The reason I put Seclusion at second is because, you know, it's a very balanced map, especially for defense and rushing. It's a lot of fun to play at, and honestly, the theme is unique. It's really pretty, and the reason I didn't put it at number 1 is because, listen, you already probably know what the number 1 map is, but I just love that map. Seclusion is definitely a fun map to play on. The only time Seclusion can get annoying is the fact that it's not a solo-based map. Like Andrea said, if you have the flag, you're sitting there waiting for your teammates to clear the top bridge, because more than likely you're not going to make it across unless the other team's just not paying attention. Then you're lucky. But that's not the case, especially for Andrea and I, because people are always after us. So, you know, we always got to clear the bridge on Seclusion. You know, it is a very balanced map, so that's why I put it at second. And my number 1 map, of course, is Jungle Warfare.
Wow, no surprise there. I'm leaving.
I'm sorry if you're not surprised. But the theme of this map just gives this map number 1 spot for me. Obviously, I love the jungle, and I love everything about this map. You know, you don't need teamwork for this map. You can rush it. It's such a fun map to rush on. Hardly ever is defense annoying on this map, which makes this map really fun to play at. A lot of times you'll be rushing and, you know, spamming that spacebar. And
At Tyler.
yes. And you'll go up there, and usually no one will be waiting for you. Maybe 1, maybe 2 people will be up there, but usually there's nobody up there. And
Maybe a targeter.
yeah, you get the occasional targeter for sure. Normally no one's there and you can grab it and race back. The only downside about this map is if you do not have fall damage boots, sorry. I mean, you're gonna have to go down the stairs with the flag, and that's never gonna happen. But yeah, this map is fun. I love the theme of it. It's definitely my best map in terms of caps. I probably have more caps on here than most of my maps combined. It's an easy map to rush on, so yeah, that's why it's my number 1 map, and those are my rankings of all the CTF maps. That was a lot of talking. Well, I hope that you guys have enjoyed us ranking all the maps. For the most part, we were pretty similar. We had a few differences. We both agreed what the best map on CTF was. Obviously.
Once again, jungle.
But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let us know what you guys would rank the maps. Please comment below and tell us how you would rank the map. There are 13 maps. If you want to put Lost Kingdom in there too, that's fine. If you don't know what Lost Kingdom is, then that's fine too. Please leave in the comments. I want to see what you guys think the best CTF maps are. Please do not be angry with what our opinions are.
Oh, please don't.
Everyone has different opinions on CTF, and everyone has different opinions on what good maps are and what bad maps are. I think we can all agree Cloud City is the worst map ever. But you know! Please leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And not only this video, the past month we've been rating and reviewing maps. If you haven't seen those videos, please go check them out and watch them as well. We had a lot of fun going over this, and
Finally has come to an end.
Yeah, now it's all over. Now me and Andrea are never going to collab ever again.
Bye.
Don't worry, that's a lie. I'm sure we will play CTF again. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and this series. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe to me and go subscribe to Andrea as well. Her channel is in the description. I hope you guys have enjoyed all these videos. It's been a lot of fun making them. That's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Always remember to live moss. Goodbye.
Bye.